After a few covert minutes looking through the underwear section, I flipped right to the main attraction of any department store catalog, the toy section. But we didn't have to wait for a seasonal catalog or the Christmas wish book that was passed around and shared with family. We had our very own mini catalog showing off complete toy collections. The in-package toy catalogs were a holy grail of awesomeness, with descriptions that we spent as many hours perusing as if we were reading great books of fiction. Was it the same for you? I mean the toy catalog, not the peeking at underwear. Thanks for joining me in the Gen Experience. I'm Victor, and I had a slew of in-package catalogs and other paper inserts from various toy lines. Now, if you're ready to revisit those often overlooked pieces of action figure collateral, click the like right now, and better yet, help me out with this crazy-ass algorithm of YouTube and press subscribe for incredible new content about growing up Gen X. Action figures more often than not came with printed cross-sell art on the back of their blister cards to remind you of more toys to buy. But almost every single toy line vehicle or playset specifically in the 80s came packaged with additional media, print advertising in the form of mini catalogs. These catalogs featured the complete season lineup of toys available in that franchise, and it was gold. Acting as both a tiny wish list, they doubled as a checklist, and being such, they were hoarded and kept in a safe place to refer back to peruse at your leisure. Looking like mere trash to most of your family, these treasures helped keep us dreaming and ultimately pestering our mother to buy yet another toy from that line. Which of these catalogs do you remember? Which was your favorite? All these bright colored pictures, the names and descriptions that accompanied the professional marketing images, branded with the IP logo and possibly their tagline, these weren't made to simply throw away. No. Unlike the similar paper inserts, like maybe instructions or perchance some legalese, the checklist-type catalogs were made with the same high-quality glossy paper as any of the big books from popular department stores. All that was missing was the underwear. These ancillary trinkets were meant to last, and the toy company counted on it. For those brands without mini catalogs and the action figures whose cross-sell promotions for other toys in line were printed on the back, no problem. We either saved the whole card back of the blister or just cut the line art out of the back of a playset. We considered them additional parts of the collection. While most people just saw it as trash, we were using it as props and set pieces in our pretend play. With most toys of the era, fantastical artwork was plastered on the packaging. Whether or not companies knew we would fall in love with that art or not, we had to keep them. There was no digital database to reference later, so we added them to the pile. Those original images told a bigger story and drew us into the fantasy. The He-Man art was probably tops, but the Transformers artwork on the back of their boxes was not only vast and detailed, but acted as a cross-sell of sorts. The art was styled after the toy itself, not the comic or the animated series. Every inch was covered with various characters, so although not a catalog or checklist, we couldn't just let it go to the bin, and they became part of the play, hanging on to them until it was time to let go. Or your mother cleaned your room, whatever came first. Some packaging included elements designed to be cut out. The Transformer tech specs were meant to be cut and saved right from the box. One of your in-pack inserts was the infrared plastic sheets to read the specs that would decode the information about the robot you just got. And G.I. Joe? Oh, who can forget the detailed background of each character on their file card? Biographies written by Larry Hama, well, except the one written by Stephen King, were on the back of the packages, complete with dashed line and scissor icon to remind you to clip and save for your own files. Along with these came the points. You would need to collect these robot or flag points for additional surprises, but we'll get to that in a minute. Hold on. See, these catalog/checklists were not the only in-pack inclusions. They were often accompanied with a lower quality but no less exciting paper insert, the instruction sheets. Line art that helped assemble the toy or place the stickers from the sheet provided. Once the stickers were adhered, you discarded the backing and perhaps those instructions too. It all just depended on what side your bread was buttered on, I guess. However, I wouldn't dream of tossing the glossy Transformers instruction booklets away like this. You had to keep these. Not only did they have fine pieces of character art depicting the toy in an impossible pose that was flat out unachievable, but also just in case you forgot how to transform it back to the alt mode. This is the original box for my Generation 1 Hoist action figure. I probably kept it for the art on the back, or maybe even storage, but I'd cut out the tech specs for the infrared strip. I've saved the original mini catalog and the instructions. Check out the story behind my first Transformer here on this channel. But wait, there's more! Beyond anything on the exterior that we could cut out and save, the endless possibilities hidden in the toy packaging went even further than the mini catalog, or a checklist, or instructions, or a sticker sheet, or even an infrared plastic strip. Sometimes an even bigger surprise, one that could range from fold-out posters to contests, membership opportunities, or even exclusive mail-away offers. Now, you have to imagine, for us kids, these toy vehicles, beasts, or playsets, they were like Cracker Jack. We were there for the main attraction, sure, but still anticipated the Cracker Jack prize hidden somewhere at the bottom, or most likely slipped between two cardboard support pieces. These extras were rarely advertised, but could be teased with maybe a special inside kind of starburst on the front. The company didn't intend for all of these to be a major selling point, but to us in the collect them all generation, we looked forward to those little jewels almost as much as the toy itself. We eagerly anticipated the mystery that lurked behind all the interior packaging, beyond the accessories, and what wonders they may reveal. We sighed with relief to see the mini catalog, but rejoiced at add-ons like comics and posters, especially if they had secret messages only seen with glow-in-the-dark chemicals that we probably touched and followed by touching our face or our mouth. Masked vehicles, they came with games. Think of puzzles on the back of a placemat for Denny's, and there you have it. Comics were a known accessory for masters of the universe. They, like a small number of brands, did not furnish mini catalogs like their contemporaries, but eventually contained a large fold-out poster checklist of their figures. Even so, few of the other top franchises could match the mini comics offered in Masters of the Universe, as it delivered additional adventures to help inspire your roleplay with He-Man. No, not that kind of roleplay. Besides the paper instructions and sticker sheets, you might also be so lucky to find surprise action figures and other toys. Now, sadly, not included in the package. This wasn't cereal.
Don't let's be silly.
But for additional purchases, you could mail away for exclusive offers. These inserts were also higher quality, full-color, fold-out media. They targeted our passion and laid out a case for you to join the cause. Sometimes written by a favorite character, they urged you to become an honorary member or teammate. This was huge. You and only a select few, million, had this opportunity, and you could make everyone green with envy having a new figure or playset that was not available in stores. Not to mention a membership card and an iron-on patch, or ID card, or dog tags, or whatever the hell worked at the time. You just needed to collect those robot or flag points found on the marked toy packages, then get a self-addressed stamped envelope in the mail for this impossible offer. Those were the days, weren't they? Did you participate? Become an honorary G.I. Joe or join the fight against the Decepticons? I certainly did. At least once, I did a mail away for a small Transformer offered in the insert. I proudly collected robot points and mailed away for a Power Dasher, one of 3 possible designs depicted by only one on the actual collateral, but I waited patiently, happy to receive whatever it might be. Feeling like Ralphie in A Christmas Story, the day arrived and inside my mailbox was the nondescript package I had been waiting for. Excitedly escaping to my room for the big reveal in private, I had no time for questions and could not share this moment with anybody.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Ovaltine? A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch.
Well, although a lot more fun than Annie's secret decoder ring and message, I did receive the same action figure featured on the advertisement, and looking closer, he had what I can only describe as a slight clown design to his face, like the robot version of Ronald McDonald. Hell, he transformed, and although more basic than even the mini spies like Bumblebee, he also had a pull back and drive forward action feature that couldn't be beat. Until I got Twin Twist the jump starter, and then it was a whole nother thing. Consumerism. Side note, I even upgraded my Power Dasher to a modern version from a newer Transformers line within the last 2 years. This is my current version of the action figure, an improvement for sure, even if he's still got that Son of Sam style face. Here is part of my original 1986 Transformers the Movie offer insert. It came with a poster, which I swore I still had, but I cannot find. The one with Cyclonus' alt mode and glow-in-the-dark paint. Oh, it looks like Megatron and Optimus were both mail-aways at the time, and that's kind of expensive, even for them. Stars, or STARS, was still offered, so you could get into the fight. I was in, an honorary member supporting the cause. Toy companies also cared. So it said on the select paper instructions. No, not that kind of care, although the Care Bears are from Kenner. Kenner was big on including support messaging and an address for any toy-related issues, even with Star Wars and Indiana Jones toy lines. You could tell them the problem and they would fix it. I thought about filling in a complaint for one of my 1983 toys and sending it in right now. Think I'd get a reply? Curious, I googled the address left on the mask insert. I found out that the home base of Kenner, long bought out by Hasbro as many of us know, had now become the headquarters of Kroger, the grocer. I wonder if they'd be kind and respond at all if I sent this in. Should I try? As you can imagine, these ancillary in-package inserts probably cost pennies, but as you can tell, they meant the world to us. Continuing the stories of our favorite characters, engaging us with never-before-seen images, and keeping us interested while staying relevant themselves by placing the whole collection in front of you, fanning your desire and your need for more. We would while the day away, wistfully imagining marking every one of them off the checklist in the catalog. Almost exclusively, the back of a blister card would become the default area for cross-promotion of additional toys in a line. And the catalogs faded away in the early 90s for cost cutting, and the dawn of the internet was here. It was rare, but some of the last mini catalogs were on the real Ghostbusters. It wasn't only about that new plastic smell as you opened the box, but also the extras. I often think of these in-toy package inserts as like religious literature. Remember when someone might approach you or, God forbid, come to your door to offer their literary propaganda to save you? Well, these items were propaganda, and I can't deny their powers of indoctrination. But just having them, I felt saved. What about you? The lasting effects are still there, and on occasion it is fun to go through the ones I have had since being a kid during the Gen X experience. Do you have any of your originals? Did you enjoy collecting or hoarding them like I did? Which do you remember most? Tell us about it and let's discuss it here in the comments. Thanks for joining me for the show, and I hope you'll explore the channel for more great content from the Gen X experience like this. Don't forget to click like, and I hope you know how much you help when you press subscribe. And there's no purchase necessary. Thanks for the support. Until next time.